1924 Olympic Games in France, a young man named Eric Liddell made his mark on the world of sports, not only as a medal-winning sprinter, but as a committed man of God. He withdrew from his most crucial race out of a desire not to dishonor God by running on Sunday. Many were quick to call him a fool, but he was a man committed to running his race for God and not for the praise of man.
Eric Liddell's life was more than gold medals and Olympic glory. He later gave his heart to the mission field. He had a vision to reach the people of China. And later, while there, the work was often difficult, with very little visual result. People said, "What a fool to waste your life like this." He later died in a prisoner of war camp in Japan. After years of missions work, people still thought him a fool. But the truth, his life is a picture of dedication to God.
And so following Liddell's footsteps, another courageous man by the name of Jim Elliot accepted the Lord's call in his life. A call that would lead him and his 4 companions to the rainforests of eastern Ecuador in 1956. This was the domain of a savage and treacherous tribe known as the Aucas. The very mention of their name would strike fear into the hearts of every neighboring group. After making the initial contact with the tribe, a friendly exchange took place, as everyone tried their best to communicate. But in the morning when the 5 men awoke, the Aucas were gone. After 2 days of waiting, one of the men went airborne in a small plane and returned with joyous news that a large group of Aucas were sighted and were headed to the camp. The men radioed their wives with this exciting news.
This is mission to base camp. Mission to base camp. Come in.
Mission to base camp. Hi, Jim. It's so good to hear your voice.
Great news, honey. We've sighted the Alcas and they're coming back to camp. So it looks like a sure thing this time. So we'll call you. We'll call you again about 4:30. So pray for us. Over.
Sounds great. We'll be waiting to hear. Be careful. And Jim, I love you. This is base camp. Over.
Love you too, honey. This is mission. Over and out.
But at 4:30, only static filled the airwaves, and 5 families waited.
This is base camp to mission. Mission, come in. This is base camp to mission. Jim? Jim? Jim, answer.
The next day, a search party was sent to their camp, and their worst fears were realized. All 5 men had been attacked and brutally murdered by the Aucas. Millions of newspapers and magazines carried this tragic story to the world. Many people said that they were fools for going there in the first place. Before his death, Jim Elliot penned these words: "He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose." So whether it's Eric Liddell, Olympic runner and missionary to China, or Jim Elliot and the missionaries to Ecuador, these words still hold true. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. There once was a man born of high circumstance, heir to advantage. He had every chance to succeed, but light from the cross made his dream appear small, and to their surprise he went far
Thank you.